Hello and welcome to the second part of this episode on the starting off of these the assembly election, 5 states which are going to kick off I think on November 7th. I'll quickly run through the panel again, starting off with Yatish Bab Naik of the BJP, Professor Ramrao Wagh of AAP, Advocate Clafas Almeida Coutinho, analyst affiliated to the Congress, and Trajan Bab de Mello of the TMC. Yes, Yatish Bab, we were talking about employment figures and
I
stuff.
was telling you that the UPA came to be rejected by the people of the country in the backdrop of a very miserable spell of governance. And I am pointing out to you the Economic Times of 21st June of 13, which was the election year. These were the headlines: India winning, poll-bound UPA government creates record unemployment. These were the national headlines. Now, I'm telling you because the country rejected UPA because the country was witnessing, complete chaos in administration. There was no focus on administration. Somebody just didn't have any accountability, came up, tore ordinances, the country saw, the Prime Minister's ordinance was being torn by somebody within the party. There was complete lack of authority in the government. It was such a situation that every day there was a new scam that was unearthed on the national television, national media. And the situation is the people of the country wanted something, a dispensation that will deliver. They voted for the BJP, they voted for Prime Minister Modi-led government because they wanted delivery. Now, what has the UPA done? The UPA has repackaged itself as INDIA. Now, they have just tried to create some abbreviation and they have repackaged themselves, all of Dynas put together, and they sort of say now we are INDIA. It doesn't work. Politics is not so shallow. Politics is about delivery, politics is about promise, and politics is about how you really take care of people's aspirations and how you take care of their improvement of their living standards and healthcare and education, infrastructure. People vote for that. Now, why I'm telling you is NDA government under Prime Minister Modi has shown that it means business in delivery of poll promises, infrastructure and all other social indicators, economic indicators. The country is doing well, and basically the growth of the country is being recognized internationally. Now, these 5 states are no exception. The 5 states are also seeing the promise of BJP. The 5 states are seeing, take for example Rajasthan. What's happening in Rajasthan? Somebody from within the party, Congress, raised a rebellion and said that this government is corrupt. His own party chief minister is corrupt. It was the allegation. Finally, he tried to raise a rebellion. He was chucked out. Finally, he is now back in the party, but he is now seen with the chief minister, but he is not in the cabinet. And what is it? These are sort of the Congress there is held by saliva, not even glue. You can't have a situation where people trust a party like that. People will see who can deliver. People will see the commitment towards delivery. So all I can say, I don't want to talk much about a Congress party because that's not my reason to be here. I want to say that BJP is serious to deliver good governance to each of the 5 states. And the commitment to good governance, development, and improvement of people's life standards, improvement of healthcare, improvement education. BJP's commitment is intense and firm, and therefore people of these 5 states will vote for the BJP because they are seeing development. India's growth story has unveiled, and people want to partake in this growth story. And 5 states are no exception. They will vote for the BJP under Prime Ministership Modi's leadership, and respective states will have respective BJP chief ministers and governments.
Rawabab, what Atish Bab has put up so well is something that I'm sorry to say, is something that AAP also talks about, delivery X, Y, Z. But there is one big difference. I don't think that, see, I'm sorry, I'm being a devil's advocate here a little bit. I don't think that added to this, they also have a very, very powerful face, which is Prime Minister Modi. So this plus that, probably this is what pulls them out, or this is what FX could. I don't know, because see, whatever it is, elections is election. Elections is not about going in front of the media and having press conferences. It's about, and what we have seen, in fact, we have seen in I was in Hyderabad a few days back. So we have seen the BRS. BRS is going to sweep. That I totally agree. Because people are talking that BRS has done development. After Telangana was broken up, and he has done, and Hyderabad today is amazing. Yeah. The vibrancy, the people, the what do you say? That affluence, people are generally on the go, and they are very laid back. They are very like goans, but still, I'm talking about BRS.
We are talking about Hyderabad. It is AIMM.
Yeah.
It is Osaduddin Owaisi. Hyderabad. No BRS, no BJP, no Congress.
Telangana.
It is Owaisi there. In Hyderabad proper,
I'm
Owaisi.
talking about Telangana.
No. Since you talk about Hyderabad, it is he is the boss there.
No. When I'm talking about Hyderabad, I mean
He's their ally.
yeah,
He's their ally.
Yeah, I'm talking about BRS. But
Yeah. So
is this only part going to
OBC is
be
nobody's
take care
allies.
of?
OBC, BSP, they are nobody's allies.
Is going to be?
Okay.
Is this going to be thing, or is there a lot of other electioneering which is happening? Because from what we have seen and what we have heard from our people in Rajasthan and MP is tight. That's one state where the BJP has got good chance, but Rajasthan is a problem. Is a big problem. Mizoram and Chhattisgarh, Baghel has become a major strategist. He's going to become another DK Shivkumar, I think, for the Congress. These are the things that we have done, because we do regular surveys in wherever. We are not only Goa based. Yatish Baba.
yeah. So since
I'll rebut it with my turn.
I was listening to Yatish and Ajay, all this account regarding mismanagement of UPA.
You have to agree with
Yeah.
that. Last 5 years was
See,
quite messy.
agree meaning
No?
I also remember one statement which was made by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh during his last few days, and what he had said is history will be kind to him.
It is
आज जे government पळोवन 10 वर्सांचे people are still remembering Manmohan Singh.
No.
That is one thing. That
You
is
cannot
just, I
take
will
it
make
out
few
from
statement about whatever Yatish Baba said about BJP's leadership and कितें. Secondly, आज जी परिस्थिती आमच्या देशान आसा, now with the tall leadership or international acclaimed leadership, एक frightening आसा. First thing, most of the politicians who speak against, whether it is Sanjay Singh, Rahul Gandhi or Mahua Maitra, are being trolled, defamed, थोड्यांक अरेस्ट केल्या आणि कोर्टान जर तांची धजा काडटात सध्या. All these other agencies which are part of BJP, which are being misused. So politicians are हे करतात. Media is bought.
Are you not just underlining Yatish's claim that they are going to win all 5 states and they are going to win all
I
these?
can
See,
tell you
because-
so, it's not so
I'm just saying,
simple.
you tell us that. No, we know what's
not so
happening. Tell us
simple.
how is that
Yeah,
going to
but I'm telling you
will it
that-
help? Will it not help?
So I'm
That
telling
is
you
the
the
first round
other
election
part.
word.
What as a
See, that may be a strategy. I'm not saying it is or it's not.
What
but-
I see, first let me tell, then I will come to his statement also.
Okay.
Like politicians, I said, media is bought. You know what is happening with the mainstream media right now. आज सगळी मीडिया यूट्यूबाचेर आणि आज आमचो लिडरूय यूट्यूबाचेर पावलो. मुझे बेल बटन दबाओ और फॉलो करो. कित्याक लागून? कित्याक now people have lost faith in that media which has been now being managed by them in
No, the Godi media.
That is thing. Judiciary is partly compromised. Still it is independent, but still I'll make this statement. थंय खूब भानगडी जाल्ल्या, पॉलिटिशियन जाले आणि आज ब्युरोक्रेसी तर कावरूच जाल्या. मेन म्हटल्यार आज अशें जाला की इवन मिलिटरी विच वॉज एटलीस्ट फ्री नाव इज रायट नाव बीइंग मिसयूज्ड. आपले थंय सेल्फी दवरात, थंय 800 समज पॉयंट्स गेला, थंय सेल्फी पॉयंट घाला, थंय आपले बरोबर मोदीचे बरोबर तुम्ही फोटो घेया. गव्हर्मेंटाच्यो स्किमी जर तुम्ही स्किमी इतल्यो बऱ्यो केल्ल्यो, तर वाय आर युजिंग मिलिटरी नाव टू प्रोपगेट इट? दिस इज हॅपनिंग. आनीक वर्स्ट म्हटल्यार
आज जे बिझनेसमॅन आणि जे तुम्ही बिझनेस म्हटलो, इज ऑफ डुईंग बिझनेस, आज जो एक बिझनेसमॅन इज रनिंग दीस गव्हर्मेंट, हू इज बिहाइंड, ताका लागून सगळ्यो गोष्टी ज्यो चल्ल्यात. आणि आज राहुल गांधी हॅड अ प्रेस कॉन्फरन्स. He spoke about the coal issue which surfaced in 2019 onwards. कितल्या हजार कोटीचो घोटाळो जर तुम्ही स्कॅम ना म्हणटा जाल्यार what these are not scams. How government has helped him to double the price of the coal.
But will it affect elections?
See, will it affect election? As I said, election time on, if they have very good organization म्हणटा, it is not organized. It is all the other bodies which are
will it
misused,
affect? I want
and
that.
They will try, but as I said, just like in Karnataka, हो कितलोय धुल्ल उडयलो, हे केले ते केले, सगळे झाले. It is not going to work. Some cases, somewhere it may work, but अशें जावचें ना की पांचवी सेटी क्लियरली हांकां स्वीप जातल्यो. It is not going to happen.
Yes. See, I agree with Yatish on unemployment, that it was an all-time high.
It was bad.
It was bad. Now it is higher than that. That is the problem. It is much higher. It is at an all-time high today. Yatish spoke about economy numbers in GDP. Correct, he's right there. But we require a growth in per capita. That is, the person, individual wealth should increase, not GDP increase. Social indicators are bad. They are not good. Not because what I am saying, but there are world bodies which are measuring it.
Yes.
See, today we are with whom? We are with Somalia. We are put along with Somalia in hunger index. Bangladesh and Pakistan is above us. See, what more do we want?
But will that win elections?
See,
my point is here, who is going to come to power?
See,
I still feel that the BJP led.
No, see, now see, you may be right there in the sense, as I have said in the beginning.
I may be right, Yatish.
No, you may be right there because as of now, according to me, they are battle ready. They are certainly battle ready. Other parties, according to me, are not battle ready. Their organizational strength is not as much as to face the elections. Like you take Goa. Like if you take elections today, the opposition may not be even ready to face elections.
Yes.
The other side may be ready. But this does not mean that the same will continue same trend will continue in the month of May. I feel that the state elections, if the opposition wins even 3 out of 5, it will be a great booster as how Karnataka has helped Telangana.
I think I totally agree with you. Yes.
Now you say,
No, my point is all these things I agree, disagree, that is okay. It is a realm of numbers. But will it help to win?
No, see the point is according to me, see, I will also add, Prajanbha, one more. I will also add, if BJP wins all 5, as Yatish is saying, I would say they will sweep the Lok Sabha elections. No doubt about it, because this side there is no hope. They require the opposition requires the state elections as a hope to fight.
It's a good point.
you said that I would like to be a little like a devil's advocate.
Me or you?
You said.
Yeah.
As Dodras, the figures that he has given is of 2013.
14, yeah, 13.
14.
Yeah.
He is not reading today's figures. Double than what it was. Don't get carried away with the figures. Secondly, is the media prepared to give those headlines? Impossible. See the rate that took place on journalists.
No, but all these headlines have come. ILO, everything has come.
Well,
I don't know.
well,
It's come on every paper.
Which?
This ratings waiting.
2013 I'm trying to.
No, the point that he is making is they are not getting as much highlighted
Of course.
as it was getting highlighted in 2013.
Listen to me.
That is the point.
Manmohan Singh was magnanimous to admit that he has failed. But what is the inflation today? Can you compare it to that? Question I'm trying to make is that they are saying they are saying that they are with the people. If they were with the people, why are breaking parties to form governments?
Okay, but will
Wait,
this win
wait,
elections?
wait.
Again, I bring the point to everybody.
Winning elections.
The point here is, are we going to see a Prime Minister or Modi-led government at Lok Sabha are we going to see a BJP-led government in MP, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram, Telangana? Points, strict points, very limited, because we are almost at the end of this thing.
First of all,
Yeah.
it is not BJP who is breaking any party. More and more leaders want to be with the BJP with Prime Minister
sure
Modi.
you would say that.
Now you see,
They are forced
as far
to
as
ED.
democratic institutions,
Yeah,
Rahul Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi has
joint
been talking of
principles.
democratic institutions. Don't forget that it was Mrs. Indira Gandhi who appointed Justice Ray as the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, superseding Justice Shelar, Justice Grover and Justice Hegde. Then she appointed Justice Beg as the Chief Justice, superseding Justice Khanna. All this has happened. So respect to democratic institutions is there all in history and what Congress has done. Rahul Gandhi is a
Congress, you
person.
talk about
Rahul
BJP.
Gandhi is a person who has stolen the ordinance of his own Prime Minister.
He's trying to-
He
he's trying
gave
to
a
do
report
wonders.
card. See, he's trying to say something about Manmohan Singh. I'm not wanting to criticize somebody just like that. All I'm saying is that the leader of the party, Rahul Gandhi, was a leader of the Congress. He himself tore the ordinance of his government, and that was his bait to the Prime Minister. I mean, come on. I mean, Rahul Gandhi talking half the thing. He went with that Rafale. He went to Supreme Court. What happened? So the truth
You
came
had,
out.
you had a chief justice
Truth
who
came
wanted
out.
thing in the envelope.
No, truth came out.
You want
Full-
to came
full
out.
Rafale
See,
deal
no,
is
no,
there.
no,
There's no envelope
no,
now.
no, no. See,
Sanjay
please
got
understand.
You want details in the
Please
envelope.
understand.
What-
So
what-
it is
what-
very
He's
easy
out.
to say
Book
because
is
of
out on
media,
that.
you know.
The Chief
he
Justice
said
said, put it in
he
the
said
envelope.
media bashing. I mean, UPA today has or whatever they call themselves. They have boycotted 14 anchors.
Yes,
and
it-
they
actually
are
it's a
talking
right-
of
right
democratic
decision.
institutions.
You know
They are
what type of
talking
media it
democratic-
is.
See,
It is
this
not
is the
to be called as a
easiest
media
thing to do. You
That's
know,
what-
bash media, bash
Yeah,
this
see,
one, bash.
see,
That's
it's
not
totally
the way.
one-sided
See,
media.
you have to go to the people and tell the people what you stand for, what is your program, what is your promise. Engage with the people. You know, and that is what
They engage
BJP
with the
is doing.
MLAs. For him,
BJP has
No, I
been
agree with you.
engaging with the people, telling people this
I
is
don't
our
know.
promise, this
Not little
will
devil,
be our
not
delivery,
devil.
and therefore people are blessing the BJP. Instead
That
of
is
what
one
our
point.
others are doing.
I just want to make
They
one
just want
point.
to
One
talk,
second. I
you
just
know,
want to
off
make
the
my
cuff.
point. See now,
see, we are
I'll give
not
you an
talking
example.
of,
I'll give you an example of the Congress only, with all due respect to Dr. Bab. The Congress is not willing to engage with the media. I'm making an allegation.
We can keep on making.
But I'm making it in open this. I'm not going to think. The
today-
point is that it's in opposition. It is
Today-
supposed to engage with the
today-
media. Why is it not?
Today, today the opposition is not Congress. The opposition is India. Talk about India now.
See, please understand.
No more is a
Opposition
Fine,
is
now-
that UPA is that sort of people rejected
It is
UPA
better to have
which has cast
repackaged
itself in
than
some
to say
other
that
unit.
NDA was not
But
existing.
I cannot say the same thing about TMC or APA. They are always there.
No, it's the same UPA. It's the same
NDA was
UPA.
not there. At least we have, India or UPA has been repackaged.
NDA is
There was
only
no
during
existence
election
of
time.
NDA.
Only
No,
during
no,
election
that's
time.
not right. That's not factually right.
Of course it is
No,
right.
it's not
Hum
right.
akela, sabke saath.
No,
Who said
that's
it?
not right.
Who said
It's
it?
coming under pressure, and almost all institutions succumbing. This is the problem. This is the problem which
This
not
is an
all
issue,
saying, which
problem.
everybody is
This
talking
is an
about.
issue, yes.
Only
Tell me one
Yatish may
thing.
disagree.
No, tell me one thing. Tell me which point of time in the life of this free country, when did anybody sort of boycott anchors on TV?
No,
Tell
see,
me
these are
what are the reasons? What are the reasons?
These are individual
Tamil
issues.
Nadu, the BJP has boycotted all. All the levels.
No.
The-
It's not.
the-
See,
the-
please
the
understand.
regional-
14
all.
anchors being boycotted by UPA shows what
Shows we are
what respect.
I think best thing is
When
to
Congress,
first of all look at their content.
Congress or
Talk
opposition,
figures.
please,
Talk
when
figures.
Congress or opposition or these people decide to boycott, it is the parties or those individuals decide. I am talking of pressure from the government.
Government.
See, government is not supposed to boycott. Government is not supposed to behave in a rational manner. Government is not supposed to put on the pressure. I'm talking of pressure. I'm talking of pressure.
There's no pressure.
How most of the well-known journalists in the media were thrown out of most of the media houses. What has
So you want to blame every, if it rains tomorrow,
Yes, we have to
government
blame.
is responsible.
We have to
If
blame.
the sun rises in the
It is-
east,
it is
government is
true.
responsible.
Definitely.
I
And
mean,
we
I
have to be
cannot
very clear.
understand.
You cannot understand.
You cannot understand it. I don't think you have to
some
understand it.
journalist asks questions to Rahul Gandhi, and you say that target him,
Are you
boycott
the
him.
Prime
This is
Minister
your
not
respect to
prepared to meet the
democracy.
press?
This is
What
your
are you talking
respect to
about?
democracy.
People are
This is my
boycotting.
point. This is my point.
You have said
opposition-
Congress is boycotting, not prepared to face.
You know, when
the
a
Prime
party
Minister
is in
not prepared to press
opposition,
conference.
you know, Glenn Bob,
What are
when
you
a
talking?
party is in opposition, when any opposition party makes most of the media, makes use
The
of
Prime
media
Minister is not addressing the media. press.
The
Press conference.
opposition,
No press
opposition, the opposition generally engages with the media in such a manner.
Mizoram is burning,
they
not
get
the
excited.
Prime Minister.
Here what is happening? The opposition is boycotting media.
Yeah.
Giving all sorts of names
I
to
think there
media.
are reasons for it.
What is
Now you see what recently happened.
Actually, the point is boycotting individuals must
They're not
not be seen as
boycotting
boycotting media.
As far as boycotting the anchors is concerned, we had a discussion earlier. I totally disagree with it. See, you don't name and shame, because tomorrow that can happen to anybody. For example, then suppose, assuming the TMC goes into opposition, they will name and shame. See, the point is, you don't want to send somebody to a thing. Be like here, like the Congress.
That is what you are saying. What you are saying.
We respect his view. But the level.
I don't send.
Blame the
Are you trying to say? Are you trying to say?
They're not sending.
I don't naming.
They tweet their name. You have to name.
They
They
tweet
have to
it.
no,
Are you trying
officially.
to-
It's a big
Are you trying to say that those who are named
See, you
are
know,
people with
see,
integrity?
See,
I'm not saying
according to
anything.
the-
I don't know. In the ground somewhere else.
But the point is,
blaming anchors, blaming this.
the point there is, I don't think this blame, this was party wise. What they
This is
said
all
was,
India.
no, sorry, no.
Ah, okay.
They said these anchors are selling hate. These anchors are creating hatred in society. So I do not want to be part of their selling hate and hatred.
What hate?
That was the
What are
issue.
they talking?
Fair enough.
For
What hate are they talking?
For your
I mean,
all
if you
love.
see the tone and tenor of Rahul Gandhi's talk, then you know what is hate, what is sense, what is nonsense.
For
You know everything there.
Yatish, hate means love.
No, it is not so. My friend Trajan Bab, you see, should understand that the principal opposition party
Again,
has
there is only one opposition party.
has
India.
sort of boycotted media. I mean, I can't understand. Glenn, correct me.
Not-
You are a senior journalist.
They have not
Tell
boycotted
me,
media.
when
Don't
in
mix
the
up.
history of this
Don't
country
mix up media
were
with the anchors.
anchors boycotted?
See, first,
Don't mix
yeah,
up.
Whatever
other
they
thing
may be.
is,
No,
other
the
thing
anchors-
is,
you
this
take
type
Goa.
of media has become irrelevant.
See this?
Tomorrow-
See this?
This type of media.
If
that's
this
I
is
think.
what AAP believes
Type of
in,
media.
what do you say?
It is my view. I am
not-
saying the type of
See,
media
there is
When the
now
media has a right to
being
boycott
working
somebody
in the
from a particular
country.
party.
We
you have that right?
stand for democratic institutions.
Then you
We
find that you
stand
are
for the freedom of
you will not cover
media,
him up.
and we stand for free. You see,
You have
freedom
the
of
right.
every
We
institution.
don't have the right. See, the media
now you
has,
see.
has a right
Yeah.
to boycott a politician who
They have boycotted first time in the
They can
history,
be triggered.
and now they are sort of saying that what they did is right.
Yeah, that is
Of course
funny
we are
also, I
right.
find.
Very funny.
See, I'm sorry, I'm not on my
I'm not
side,
talking
but
of
it
them.
is fine.
I'm talking about
But not
principal
all.
opposition.
But Trajan, you have to see one thing you need to do. This is not something. This is your leader itself has said is wrong.
What is
By the way, they should not have boycotted. She has said it very clearly.
See, I'm not
Then there will be always difference of
My point
opinions
is
about
fully-
it.
so
My point is,
that
I have heard of journalists
the
being
new
arrested.
UPA is a
Boycotted.
bundle of
But
contradictions,
name is
nothing
something
beyond.
that I will never agree. See, I've heard of journalists being arrested, shot, killed, abducted, boycotted. I've heard about all these things. It has
what
happened
happens-
to many of us.
Glenn,
But name is something that
Glenn,
I
it is
am
like-
not.
Glenn,
I sorry,
it is like this.
cannot agree.
Glenn, it is like this.
Son.
When Fali Nariman says something, we listen it and listen it a second time.
Okay.
When N. Ram says something, I think journalists should also listen a second time. And N. Ram, I listen a second time.
You should
And
listen to third, fourth.
Wait,
time. I
wait.
agree.
N. Ram said this some of them deserve, some of them not. This is what
I
N. Ram
look
said.
at it like this,
That's
Glenn.
all.
See, opposition. You correct me if I'm wrong, opposition, I mean, government engages with the media, opposition engages with the media, but the frequency of opposition and media is generally higher.
Normally, if the opposition
That's
has
why,
presence.
that's why Prime Minister
Because
doesn't
they-
conduct press conferences.
One
This is
minute,
something which
not
is
necessary.
completely.
Everyone have to get-
See,
This is irrelevant what he is talking.
actually the type of debates that have been there on our TV.
We totally agree with
mainstream,
you.
mainstream
Totally
TV, no,
agree.
mainstream TV, the type of it has.
Are
it is
what?
only-
That's why I said
it is
totally
only-
agree.
it is only
Three of
leading to-
them are
it is
defending
only leading
a
to a
decision of the
alternate-
principal opposition to boycott.
The fact is, when a politician, including an ex-chief minister, when acted arrogant, the press demanded an apology from him.
Correct.
If you have the right to boycott him, I don't have the right to boycott
No,
you.
you ask for an
And I
apology
said,
from the anchor, no?
No.
Why you criticize? You ask for an apology.
See,
You abuse him on thing. Why you keep quiet on
after
the
having
TV?
tried
If
to-
I try to be arrogant, you abuse me. It's a free country, yeah.
So then what
At
is it?
last I heard
What
what
they
they
have
have done
done?
is a
I
free-
think
They're not
for
abused.
long,
named.
for long,
Name.
Yes,
That
abused
is
you, no?
named.
for long, even opposition have
That is named.
tolerated
No, I
these
don't
people.
agree.
But the way they were behaving, or the way they had gone that level, that was way below.
See,
I think
all that okay.
somewhere
No, no,
down
no,
the
no,
line,
no, no.
I think
No,
that's
no,
what
that's
I
it.
said.
What-
Like,
what-
what-
I
The
think what-
message to the opposition is that your performance is bad. That's the message to the opposition, and what they have done is shot the messenger.
I don't know.
And the messenger is
No,
probably
that also I don't agree.
No, no, what Glenn says is don't go but don't name them.
Yeah,
This is what he's saying. Don't go that
exactly.
far.
Now, for example, suppose if I don't want to cover Yatish, I will not go for a press
Ah,
conference.
okay.
End of story.
Yeah.
But you name in public on public thing that I cannot agree.
No, but-
No.
Tomorrow you.
No, no.
But
See,
maybe after
it
tomorrow,
looks like-
I-
it looks
now,
like-
for example,
no,
Yatish
it
becomes
looks
terrorist
like-
and
it
you
looks
are-
like-
you want to call him for the
You're
press
not
conference.
agreeing or disagreeing,
No,
you
no.
have conflict, interest of
No, no, but
conflict
it
there.
looks like-
Yeah, because you are a
So Glenn,
how much this
Glenn,
media
you tell
gave
me,
time to
it
money?
looks like-
in this
it
free
look- but
country,
it looks
has
like-
there been any other parallel
but-
instance
but one more
where
thing-
somebody has been
but
boycotted
one more
free
thing-
today? Except
but
emergency.
Glenn,
Is this country
one
free
more-
today?
one-
Yes.
My
What
God.
do you mean?
Anyway,
This country is
anyway,
being upon in the cradle of
anyway,
democracy in the world.
I agree with Glenn. It may not be it may not be right, but it seemed to have sent the right signal.
Maybe.
That was the intention.
That's
That is
what we are trying to say.
The
message.
signal of the opposition
If
is
you-
that
if you agree
they
with the signal,
give media
that's the
names.
message.
They give media names. He made some names. They give names,
I agree
and
with
whoever
you.
tells them with the correct picture, they say that we will boycott you.
I will never agree on boycott of anybody. That's what you agree, disagree, finish it off. Sorry about guys. I agree. It's not that I don't agree with many of your points with many of the anchors. I totally agree because they are giving the rest of the media a bad name. I agree, but there are different ways of scorching a snake, and naming and shaming is not something that I will ever agree with anybody, even whether it is in governing or in opposition or anybody. This is my point.
Godi media.
It's whatever. Whatever you may want to.
Giving media names will not
It's
serve
very
purpose.
stupid.
Opposition is showing immaturity.
I tend to agree with you on this, Yatish. Absolutely. Anyway, sorry for the digression. this is a topic for another discussion. We were discussing about the elections, and then it went to anyway. I really don't know where it went. It went somewhere. But I think quite a few points have come up on this, which is interesting. Two ways of looking at it. But then, as I asked the people who were representing the various parties which are in opposition, and I think most of them are part of that INDIA, will all this win an election? The point here is that will it win the election in these 5 states? Will it win the Lok Sabha elections or not? Now that I don't think I'm convinced that the parties have managed to convince me about that. As the dates come closer, we will be having more of these discussions, and then hopefully, because elections is not only an art, it's a science also. It's very, very scientific, and that is what the BJP has brought, and AAP has brought, and TMC has brought in Bengal. Systematic, scientific electioneering. It is very scientific. It is very, very systematic, and it needs skill. Coming in front of the media and having a few press conferences doesn't work. Thanks, Trajan Bab. You actually, one of the people who handles the media very well is the TMC in Bengal, by the way, just to inform you. And so does AAP. AAP is one of the experts in how I think probably they're very good. And Yatish Bab, thank you very much. Klafas Bab, thank you very much. Thank you, and keep watching Goa 365.